Hello, hi, this is Rali Ahmed with you, and this is lesson 29, how to program using the TCL scripting language on Cisco routers. Now, this lesson is not really a Cisco thing, it's just more a generic TCL thing, okay? You can use it anywhere, anytime you are writing in TCL, whatever the situation, Cisco or not Cisco, okay? This is called variable scope. Now, what's variable scope? It's all about how to access the variables from outside and within the procedures, and how we can like maneuver, inside the procedure, outside the procedure with a variable. How can we modify it? What will happen with the variable if it passes inside the procedure? Okay. So this is all about variable scope. Okay. It's about the what will happen in the position in that text of the code. Okay, what will happen to it, to the variable, that is. So let's start first by defining two types of passing parameters, because this is the most important thing about this lesson, is how parameters are passed to the procedures. There is passing by copy, okay, or passing by reference, okay, or some people call it copy by value and copy by reference, okay, which means that the variables, okay, that are passed to the procedure are either copied as is, and you can play with what you copied, but you don't modify the variables themselves, okay, or you can take a copy of their addresses. This is the reference, okay, on the RAM, okay, and you can modify the values then, because you have a copy of their addresses, and then whenever you quit that procedure, okay, the parameters that you input are now changed too, okay, unlike the by copy or the by value, okay, copy by value, okay. I prefer to call it by copy because you're just copying the data as is. So I think you got the idea here, is that I have A, B, C here, and if I try, for example, to say set A inside the by copy, even if I multiply it by 2, if I quit and if I wanna see what will happen with the like the data that or the variable that sits here in the position of A, okay, it will not be changed at all, okay. You will see things like printing that, okay, you've modified it, but they are modified inside the procedure. But once you stop the procedure or quit the procedure, it will be automatically wiped out from the memory. So there's no reference to deal with the parameters and the input parameters that you did, okay, not just those parameters, also the input that you put, okay. There's no way to modify it. However, in the by reference, okay, you take A and B and C as parameters, but what you're passing is let me show you, it's better to show it this way. So look below here. See here, when I want to input the data by copy, okay, I put the dollar. However, here when I put the data by reference, I'm sending them without the dollar. This means that if A and B and C are variables, here I'm doing something similar to the by copy, but what I'm copying here is not the data. I'm copying only the address in the RAM of A and B and C, okay. And because of the usage of upvar, okay, I can now access the inside of that reference, okay. So upvar $A and in front of it A underscore, this means I'm creating a new variable which refers to the A, okay. Now when I modify A underscore, So when I quit the proc by reference, okay, the $A here or the ABC here, same, okay, are going to be modified. Okay, let's see this in action and we'll understand. This is best understood when I do it in action. Okay, look at this. See now, A and B and C are before by copy, okay, before using the procedure by copy 2, 4, 6. Okay, now this is inside the procedure. This is, I'm telling you that I am now inside the procedure. So after multiplying by 2, I still have the parameters 4, 8, and 12. But when I go outside, all my concern is the capital ABC. So capital ABC are now still 2, 4, 6. Good. Now, when I get in again to the by reference, look here, I input like 2, 4, 6. I'm now using ABC, of course. I'm multiplying it. This is usual. Okay. But when I quit, because I'm using the upvar function or upvar command, see, I'm now modified the ABC as input, the capital ABC as input. Okay. And when I quit the by reference, it modified them. Okay, and left them modified. Okay, unlike the by copy, which did not modify them after quitting or quitting this job. Okay. Now here I'm talking about the global. Now in the lesson about sockets, the server socket, you saw what's a global, and I'm gonna repeat it over here. Okay. Look, I have those 3 variables. They are outside the code of the procedure. Now you have to understand that from outside the procedure, you cannot access any variable, any procedure. Okay, it's not anyone in particular. It's just any procedure. If you want to access any variable that's from outside its body, okay, you know, this is the body here. Between those greens are the body of the procedure, of any procedure. Okay, those are the body of this procedure. Okay, so if I want to access those variables which are sitting, okay, or written outside the definition of the procedure, I must use the variable or the command named global. And in this way, I put the global and I put the variable name without the dollar. Okay, now you have to understand, if I modify those global variables, okay, this means that once I quit the procedure, for example, this one, proc by global, because it's calling the KLM, okay, variables as global. This means when I quit the global function, it will, or procedure, it will keep the data modified, okay, and later in the other parts of the program, okay, they can still be used, okay, as modified, okay, for the whole application. Okay, it will be a common value for the whole application, that whenever you modify it in the other procedures, they will read it modified, okay, if they use to the global function. So this is all about the copy by reference, okay, copy by value, or procedure by copy, okay, or procedure by reference. So that's all about this lesson, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please practice this lesson. It's very, very, very important. Thanks for watching.